This podcast is powered by monkeyknifefight.com.
Week 1 is upon us.
Eureka.
Hey!
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Do.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make
Pass me the
plays
lighter.
every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. Plays every day, yeah.
Hey!
Make plays every day, yeah.
Hey. Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogie, scot-free, here with my esteemed colleague, the Goo. What's Hand and Goo making a shitload of noise again?
My bad, I'm back in this thing.
I keep forgetting
Having some
to tell
technical
you.
difficulties, but we should be good now. You know what I mean? The Death Star ran out of cool air, so
The Death Star, I like it.
It was a sauna up in this bitch, but now we cooled off. You know what I mean? It might be a little bit buzzing, but
I
we're
mean,
ready.
you are out there in the middle of the Mojave. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Area 51, as they would call it.
We can neither confirm nor deny these
No,
allegations.
yes. But I will say it because I don't give a fuck. Come for me, government, you piece of shits. All right, check this out. On today's show, we're going to preview week 1. We're going game to game. This is not a fucking drill. No more speculation. Now it's real time. It's time for some real analysis. We got games on tap. Starting with the Thursday, we cover the entire Sunday slate. Close it up with the Monday nighter. We're gonna go through the Vegas spreads. We're gonna touch on certain fantasy, isms, players that we're excited for to see, player matchups. We're throwing it all into one ball and rolling that motherfucker goddamn up the ramp like ski slopes. You know what I'm talking about? Remember the skee ball, I should say?
Yes.
Skee ball. We're taking it to Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese gave me money. But before we do all of that, we're going to go ahead and handle some quick housekeeping. Follow us at the GMM Network on IG and Twitter. Go ahead, subscribe to us if you haven't already on YouTube/the GMM Network. Go ahead and hit that goddamn notification bell. You know what I'm talking about? Drop a comment, spike the like, everything. Also, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shout out our sponsor. Oh my man, I keep forgetting. We gotta also tell y'all to follow my man's the Goo at the Guru 408. My bad, I'm a little off my game. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Now we go back. I know, because I need to light up. I see you ripping the bong over there. Let me just.
The inaugural.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm back on track. Go ahead and check out our sponsor, Milk and Honey TX, for all your CBD wellness and all your CBD goodness. Visit milkandhoneytx.com. Shout out to my man Sundown Charlie running that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Hell of a products. Love it. CBD, give me money. Also, you heard it, Playmakers, at the beginning of this podcast. This joint is powered by monkeyknifefight.com. Go ahead, head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. They're going to open up all their week 1 props, player props, everything, man. Underovers, all this shit. You're going to be able to find this on monkeyknifefight.com. And guess what? Use our promo code GMM. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. You know what I'm saying? This is one hell of a deal. Also, with that said, we also are doing a $100 giveaway, you know what I'm saying, of actual cash money. You know what I'm saying? In order to enter this contest, all you have to do is send us a screenshot that you are subscribed to the GMM network. If you're already subscribed, all you got to do is send that screenshot. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. For all y'all that isn't subscribed, go ahead, hit subscribe, and send us a DM of the screenshot on the GMM network on IG or on Twitter, or even if there's some way you can message us on our email, wherever the fuck you find us, just at the GMM network on IG. Go ahead and get entered to win this $100. And on top of that, we're giving you $25 of Monkey Knife Fight money. Shout out to our sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight, Milk and Honey. Let's get right to week 1. Go.
Yo, before though we get into the game on the Monkey Knife fight, the week 1 prop, Kansas City and Texans, Mahomes over or less on yardage 39.5, and Watson over under 285.5.
Wait, pass attempts? Or no, passing yards.
I went ahead and took the over for Mahomes because why the fuck not? And then I took the under for Watson at 285. Because, I feel like they'll run the ball a little bit more over there. And week 1 should be slow. I kind of wanted to take the under on both, but I took the over on Mahomes.
What's the over on Mahomes? What's the over?
It's 339.5.
Or the more, right?
Over under. It's over under, more or less. You're the same thing. 39.5. Yeah, I'm sorry, 339.5. I keep saying 39.
339.5. So
yeah,
you need
340.
You need 340.
Big game from Mahomes coming out. I'm moving 5 units on it. You get 3 to 1 on it if you win. That's Monkey Knife fight. I'm in there.
Listen, real quick. Thank you for looking that up. I didn't know they released them already. Well, at least they got the Thursday night out. Because when I checked yesterday, anyways, when I checked yesterday, they didn't have them. But either way, I think I'll take the over on Watson and the under on Mahomes.
Well, go put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, you know what though? But our opinions, more specifically mine, are subject to change. Stay tuned, Playmakers. But for this show, we are covering the week 1 preview. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Let's throw in some MKF joints in here too. Why the fuck not?
That was the only one they had up though, unfortunately.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's we'll just leave it there with that. But we'll get into that game. Houston and Kansas City. Kansas City is 9.5-point favorites according to Bovada as of right now, and that total is 54.5. Where are you at? I'm kind of leaning like I don't know. Week 1 opening day football can be weird, but one team I'm not worried about having continuity at this point and needing a camp too much is the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing back everybody other than a rookie running back who they can plug in. So I'll rock with Kansas City. I think they come out and they play strong. You know what I mean? So Texans, they got the David Johnson in there. They're still kind of trying to find an identity. I think they might struggle a little bit. They if the game, I just don't know what Kansas City's going to do if they're going to come out and really light it up. But I'm willing to bet they cover that 10.
You said 39.5.
No, we're on the game now.
No, but
we're on the actual game.
No, but I want to know the point total.
54.
54. Okay, I was like 39 sounded like ridiculous. Okay.
No.
All right. Here's what I say. 59. I like it to be 24, like 27, maybe 27 to 30. I see this. You know what I mean? 59.
54 is the number.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the over.
So one of your scores went under, one of your scores went over. You're taking the over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm just saying, like I could see it going easily under 24 to 27 because, like you said, Houston might try to run. That's what they do. They actually run a good amount of time versus the pass ratio. Like they legit are like more even than people think. Like people think of Watson, they're like, oh, he's a gunslinger. No, he's not. He runs the ball and he usually throws like 25 times a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm interested to see what kind of Houston team shows up if they come out motivated. Usually in this spot, the away team playing like a champ, like in an opening day, they got a lot of motivation. Houston, they did lose that big game when they came back. They're up.
This
big
is
on
literally the last team they played. I like that.
Right, so I think this is probably a game that they've been having. So there's a lot of motivation there. So I can see it being a little bit uglier, but I think Kansas City's offense will come out, and I don't think they're going to be right in the stride early. Travis Kelce did come up with a knee injury, like on the report.
I want to take the under now. Actually, thinking more clearly, I kind of want to take the under because I'm prepared for ugly football. Like I'm prepared for a little bit of sloppiness. Pause on the field. Like you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. That's I think it might be a kind of a common theme we see in week 1 since there hasn't been any preseason. It's let's get through this game. We're not going to go, pedal to the metal in week one. You just want to. You're going to be more conservative, I think, with your approaches.
Kelsey's going to play though.
No, he's going to play.
Yeah.
He's going to play, but we'll see what happens. I just don't think guys didn't have camp. There's no games, no preseason. I think teams are worried about guys getting hurt a lot more. So I don't know. I think I can see the unders being a common theme, just because you're scaling back the type of offense and you're not running these crazy amounts of plays. You know what I mean? You're not in tip-top shape yet. So I agree with you on that.
Oh yeah.
What did you pick for to cover the game though?
So I'm taking okay, no, you gotta run that by me one more time. Kansas City plus what?
9.5 minus 9.5.
Damn. I think Houston will cover that.
Alright, yep. I'm gonna take Kansas City to cover that.
So you think they blow okay. You think they put up they win by at least double digits?
Yeah, I do.
I hate it when I go first and then you're like, and then I want to agree with you, but I gotta stick to my guns.
Stick to your guns. Don't let me sway you.
Nah,
you know what I mean? That's why we're here.
Yeah. Okay. So fantasy assets. To be honest, fire them all up. But the real question is, because all these guys, maybe Brandon Cooks might be one of the only guys you don't really, because where you get him in drafts. Right?
Yeah, I'm with that. Him and Will Fuller are kind of in the same category.
Right, but you're firing them up in this supposed shootout.
Depending on what your formats are. If it's a 3-receiver league, then you know what I mean. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
if it's a 2-receiver league, standard 2-receiver league, you might have a better
hold on.
option.
In Playmakers, when he says standard, he's talking about like only having to start 2 receivers. We're still talking PPR here.
Standard is 1 quarterback, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, standard. You know what I mean? Well, 1 quarterback, 2 receivers.
Because I just don't want people to get confused. But you know what though?
Definitely.
The new standard is PPR. So.
But in a 2-receiver league or in a league where you have options at receiver, I might not be so quick to play a Will Fuller and a Brandon Cooks on a Thursday, the opening game. If you have another option on Sunday, it's worth considering. So
Okay,
I don't know.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, where everyone's drafting him, are we stupid to draft him and not throw him out there in the fire?
Yeah, you have to play him. That's silly.
Yeah, that's where I stand.
Yeah, that's silly. Yeah, everyone else pretty much you're firing up in that game. So from where you drafted him.
All right, let's move on to the next game then.
That takes us to Sunday, the first official game.
Yeah,
man, I
let's
can't wait.
go Sunday.
I know we're almost there, man. I get goosebumps. The Bears and the Lions is the first game on the slate. I see here, Lions are 3-point favorites, and the number is 44.
I want to take the line. I mean, I want to take the Bears to cover this so bad. Mitchell Trubisky, bro. If you want to look at Mitchell Trubisky's history in his short career against the Detroit Lions, he kills them, bro. You know what he averages?
What's that?
3 passing touchdowns
against the Lions.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's why they named him the starter.
I didn't think of that.
Matchup.
And it might not be 3. It might be like 2 point something. But I'm going with 3 because I just remember him tearing them up so bad, and all right, okay. Now let's go to the fantasy assets. Let's just get right to it before we actually get to Vegas because I'm interested to get your call on this. But on the Lions, are you firing up any of them running backs?
Carry on. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Swift is, it's looking like he's not going to play.
Yeah, they're trying to smoke screen it as much as they can and say he is, but that's not.
Even if he is playing, he's going to be pretty limited. You're not going to get him.
Being a rookie coming off an injury, yes.
Right. So carry on. You could fire him up, and you got him pretty late. He's some cheap value this week. In like a DFS, he's going to get a lot of touches. I don't know.
It's just still a bad matchup too. Theoretically, Chicago, people were able to run on them last year because they were without. Is it Nix or Hicks? I'm drunk.
Akeem Hicks, like your boy Akeem Hicks.
Yeah, I had it right. Okay, so Hicks, even Trevathan was hurt for a while last year. But just without Hicks, just clogging up that middle. You know what I mean? And now he's back. I just worry about the run game in general.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be a highly efficient run game. I just think there's going to be volume there. Carry-on's going to lead the team in snaps for the running backs for sure.
Yeah.
He'll be the guy you want to have.
Are we going to see the ageless wonder?
Matthew Stafford, bro. I mean, it's a different team when he plays. He's got all his guys. It's not new receivers. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if Stafford, throws two, 3 touchdowns and has a good game.
I'm not surprised neither. So you're firing up Marvin Jones as a flex, if that. Obviously, you have Kenny Golladay. You throwing him out there. Just throw out Kenny Golladay. That's it. Just throw him in there. You know what I mean?
Well, if where you draft him, you have to.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones, I don't know.
It's week 1.
In most leagues, I don't know. You didn't usually draft him.
Double digits.
Maybe in 3 receiver leagues, if you might.
I said flex, but yeah, maybe same thing. 3 receiver sets.
Yeah, maybe, but he'll be all right. I wouldn't feel confident with Marvin Jones, but even T.J. Hawkinson, if you're throwing tight end darts this week, I'm not mad at him. I think he'll get some decent amount of targets. As for the Bears, Anthony Miller, Allen Robinson, Tariq Cohen. Yeah, I don't know. I like Cohen. I'm going Lions. I'm going the Lions cover that 3. But they'll cover. Might even push. They might.
I was gonna say I would say push. I'll lead towards a push or a cover, but
I'm taking Lions.
I'm gonna take the Lions too.
Half that locker room might be happy that Mitch is the quarterback, so you never know.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Lions. We're gonna go to the next game, which would be the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. 8-point favorites are the Baltimore Ravens. Go ahead.
Browns. Bro, what's the spread again?
8 points.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I want, to be honest, I want to say the Browns cover this because the Browns play them tough. And, I just see a slower paced game here. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ravens are going to try to come out and shoot out the gate, but what the Browns are going to try to do is just really slow this thing down. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Still though, doesn't mean that it couldn't be 7 or 6 to 6 points for the Browns, 7 points for the Browns versus 15 or 16 for the goddamn Ravens. You know what I mean? It could really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I actually like the Ravens to cover the 8 in this. They come out. They're a team with a lot of motivation coming in this year. They got smacked out of the playoffs. They got embarrassed by the Titans.
Mind you, I'm still going to play everything close to the vest and safe because it's week 1. So I agree with you. I just said, like I said, as much as I wanted to take the Bears and the Browns and just parlay them to cover, we're not there yet. You know what I mean? We have no preseason,
and that's the Browns. I don't like the Browns. To me, are kind of quietly trending up, and might be really quietly ready to make some noise. But they are the Browns, and I'm not going to put my money on that. I know what Baltimore is. Baltimore is going to come out and they're going to run it down their throat. I don't know if they have enough to stop them, but if Cleveland shows that they are taking that next step, they'll easily cover that 8. But I'm not thinking they're ready for this game right now.
Okay, obviously firing up, your Mark Ingrams, you're obviously Lamar Jackson. I guess if you're in a super flex, you might be firing up some Baker. Jarvis.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But Jarvis and OBJ, you're firing them up. Nick
Temper
Chubb
expectations.
Yeah, Nick Chubb firing him up. Kareem Hunt, that's the question. People are
who has more points, Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb after this game?
If it's PPR, it might be down there even because I think Kareem Hunt will get more receptions. But I'm gonna tell you this much: Nick Chubb. I answer your question, Nick Chubb, bro. Fuck that shit.
You better say that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. And all you dumbasses, and you know who you are, grabbing that motherfucker Kareem Hunt in the 3rd round in a super flex. Give your head a shake.
Yeah, that's nice.
That happened.
There's no excuse for that.
That happened.
I've seen crazier. Trust me.
I just did a draft yesterday. My team came out so shitty because everybody was grabbing up everybody a round or 2 rounds higher, and I'd get into these areas, and I'm just like, I guess I have to grab so and so now, or so and so, and you know what I mean? I just, fucking A. And then I'm probably not gonna do well in that league in particular, and I can complain about it all I fucking want because everyone just grabbed everyone earlier.
Complain. Yeah, no. As for the game though, I think Baltimore they're just strong.
Yep.
I'm looking for fantasy wise though. J.K. Dobbins, what's he? He's a guy I'm really keeping my eye on. I have him in a lot of spots, but what's his role going to be?
He probably gets like 8% of the snap count.
He'll get a few. I'm hoping he'll get at least 5 carries. I'm hoping he gets more than that. He gets a couple catches.
Yeah, we're agreeing.
I'm looking
like
for
8%.
10 to 15 touches. I would be happy with 10 touches.
That's not going to happen.
I'll be happy with it.
Probably 5 to 6. I'm just saying.
Boykin is another guy. I'm thinking it might be somebody. Another receiver is going to emerge over there.
DFS. It's like a DFS play.
I don't know. I mean, is Hollywood ready to just soak up all those targets and like be that guy?
Well, I mean, as in all those targets, were we talking like 25 maybe?
There's going to be
25 pass attempts.
Willie Snead. Like we won't need to see Willie Snead so much. Like it would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a weird feeling on that guy.
Yeah. Fuck it. Hit me with the next game, Gil.
Packers Vikings at Vikings. Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
2.5 points.
He's ready to die.
You ready to die?
Yeah, no, yeah. Me and Kirk Cousins. Fuck it. Me and ready to die Cousins. Let's go. I'm doing this. You know why?
Yeah.
We know what Green Bay is now. They technically, everyone knows what Gary Kubiak likes to do, but we haven't seen it with the Vikings yet. With him calling the plays, I think they're gonna catch Green Bay off guard. And that run defense isn't any better. They still have the same D coordinator. I think Aaron Rodgers will exploit that secondary in a comeback effort.
Okay.
I love that. I love that for Devontae Adams. I could see a massive time domination and time of possession for the Vikings on the ground.
I kind of think it might be pretty close. I think I don't know. I'm like kind of torn on this game.
Is this in Green Bay?
It's in Minnesota.
Yep. Love it.
Minnesota. I feel stronger about the under of 46. Green Bay just doesn't come out and feel like they start strong. Like they seem like I just have memories of that game in Chicago last year. You know what I mean? Where it was like 10-6, I think was the final. It was just ugly football. That was brand new coach, brand new system, so.
Okay.
I'll take Green Bay.
Now, so Thielen.
I'm going to take Green Bay.
Okay, I love that. Thielen, firing him up. Adams, obviously, firing him up. Aaron Jones, firing him up. Cook, firing him up. Is that about it in this game? I mean, unless you're in a deeper league, you're not looking at anybody else.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're starting anyone else, considering it, you're in big trouble. So, yes, I'm with you.
Okay, check this out. We're going to do something different real quick because one of my associates needs a little bit of help. He's going to get some help from the Real Fantasy Playmakers podcast. Real quick. Hold on. Call Stife John. Now, how about this? Hold on. FaceTime audio call Stife John. Yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead. Let's help the Playmakers.
Okay.
Just real fast, because he's about to start a draft. We're kind of behind schedule. I was gonna assist him, so I just want to see where he's at. I want to make sure he's good. I don't want that on my conscience. You know what I mean?
This is yes. Fantasy karma on the line.
Yeah, and making reaching out. If he doesn't pick up, then it's good. You know what I mean? But I know he doesn't know his draft position yet. He should know by now. All right, hold on one more time. Call Stife John.
Stife John getting
calling Stife John.
Yeah,
top shelf.
also world-renowned producer, bro. This dude's just extra. Yo, I was trying to FaceTime audio you because I was going to get you live on the podcast and just, you know what I'm saying, me and my co-host, we're going to just give you a little bit of assistance real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't be. I'm at Paradise Cafe.
No, I know, but it was FaceTime audio. It wasn't going to, we weren't going to see you, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, real quick, do you know your draft position?
12.
12? Okay. It's kind of a blessing in disguise and a gift and a curse. But I'm gonna recommend a balanced approach. And I will say, if Clyde Edwards-Helaire is there, snap him off. But if not, I would say if not balanced, I love the fact that you can get 2 running backs right there. You're gonna be looking at like, your choice from like a Nick Chubb.
I'm probably be looking at like Chubb and Drake or Chubb and Hopkins or something like that.
Yeah, I would. Okay, let me ask my partner. Are you Hopkins or Julio there?
Julio.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, because the Hopkins thing, I worry about the spread offense that he's gonna be in. We might see a lot more decoy games, but
Yeah, but I think Kyler Murray, that second half, he figured out the air raid offense was balling.
yeah, I mean, it's to each his own. Okay, how about this? Just Nick. I'm still big on a lot of, like, you might even be able to get DeAndre Hopkins in that third, to be honest with you. It's a far. Actually, he'll be gone. That'll be too far. I forgot you're at the 12 spot. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna recommend running back, or if you go balanced, if Devontae Adams or Michael Thomas is there, that's an easy smash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, and then
What
Nick.
if Kelsey Holmes is there?
Nah, I'm not doing that
Okay.
because he will fall to there. You're gonna have your Kelsey will be there. You know what I mean? And no, not in the third round, but I mean, there's a lot of late round tight ends I'd rather have flyers on than, you know what I mean? Like
Who's that Falcons and who else is
Hayden Hurst, Helmsley, Hayden Hurst.
And then who else is another one?
Also, Jonnu Smith. Also, Chris Herndon. Blake Jarwin. These are guys you could take flyers on, and I would take 2 out of those 4.
I'm going to text you screenshots of who's available throughout the night.
Okay, got you. I'll chime in with you after this podcast too. I just wanted to see where you're at in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Of course I get 12.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But hey, good luck to you, my friend.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace. All right, you know what I'm saying? Here at the Real Fantasy Playmakers, we just want to help the Playmakers. You know what I mean?
We just care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just care.
Hey, you know what's crazy? He has his decision already made, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. He likes Hopkins.
Yeah, and he even said either Chubb or Drake or Chubb or Hopkins. That's where he's looking, and he's gonna go that direction. A lot of people already have their mind made up. When you know what I'm saying?
No, I can't. I haven't been able to. If I'm looking at a receiver and a running back at the minimum, but maybe like if Adams and Julio over there, it's so tempting to do Adams, Julio, and just.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of shares of Adams though, so I think I told you about that earlier.
Oh yeah.
Maybe too many.
Okay, well, before we get to the next game, Adams, he's gonna kill this secondary, bro.
Absolutely.
There's nobody there, dude. And even when it was Xavier Rhodes, he was still destroying him.
Yeah, I'm hoping he eats. I'm hoping Rodgers just focusing it on him. He has a big year. I mean, you drafted him there. He's I love Devontae Adams. Man, I'm getting excited now thinking about it. I'm heavily invested in him, though. That does worry me. I didn't realize how many shares of him I ended up with.
Well,
so
I'm heavily.
I will be selling some stock probably, but probably different leagues.
I'm heavily invested in the goddamn my man Frankenstein, and it's not a bad thing, but like, I just hope it doesn't go awry somehow. You know what I mean?
There's always that worry. All right, so you picked Minnesota. I'm going to go ahead and just take Green Bay.
Yeah.
We're differing this time, which is interesting. Just a little bit. Next game, though, on the list, Colts and Jags. The Jags are 8-point dogs.
Taking the Colts.
Right, not much to say there, right?
Actually,
excited to see Jonathan Taylor finally get to work.
There, you know what's crazy? Him and Marlon Mack are going to eat this game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Jacksonville's not really going to have much of a chance. I don't think they might play kind of scrappy.
They're going to be fun for fantasy, though.
Indy's going to be able to have their way with them. They're going to run it. They're going to probably play a little bit more conservative too, as well. Just stick to Marlon Mack will get a lot of work. He'll get 10, 15 carries for sure. But I just want to see what Jonathan Taylor does. House one, do something spectacular, get a few catches.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I told you both of them are viable, but they're not going to realize.
This is just more so this match.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. You know what I mean?
But we'll find out. That's a pretty fun, easy game. We'll see what Phillip Rivers' debut looks like over there. You know what his connection with those receivers looks like. So I'm interested to see what he looks like.
In fantasy, I'm not afraid to fire up both of them. Because it's week 1, we don't really know. Just fire them up. Both of them, as in Taylor and Mac. Go ahead. Wherever you drafted T.Y. Hilton is normally in flex territory. Fuck it, throw him out there. He could be good for a big one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a dream matchup for them. You know what I mean? They should, if they're in sync, they'll be able to get what they want on this team.
Paris Campbell and Michael Pittman Jr. I won't be surprised if they flash either, but I'm probably not going to be starting any of those guys. You know what I mean? Daily fantasy, that's different. On props, yeah, that's a little different. But and on the other side of the ball, DJ Chark, my man, the Chark Knight, firing him up. I'll fire up some Chris Thompson. To be honest, I would do that.
I mean, that's pretty. I would want to see something over there before
I would. I'd fire up Chris Thompson.
I guess if you're desperate for a flex or our running back.
Let's specify that deeper leagues, 14 team and up.
Fair enough. Oh, Chris Thompson or J.K. Dobbins?
Chris Thompson.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, we're moving on. Hey, as for Jacksonville, I don't know.
I feel
like Laviska Shenault is a guy I think might have a chance to step up and improve. I don't know. Jacksonville's so trash. So trash. Let's just say. D.D. Westbrook, I'm not a believer. We're ready to move on from him. Somebody else can step up.
One man's trash is a Bogard Scott Freeze treasure.
D.D. Westbrook.
Give me Gardner Minshew the Ginsu, and all those guys outside of DJ Chark, they all exist to make my man the Ginsu that much better.
I'd rather have the rookie and see maybe he does something special.
Over DJ Chark.
No, hell no. I'm just saying, DJ Chark's obviously the main
I'm not recommending
guy.
any D.D. Westbrook.
No, but you can grab one if you got a roster spot open. You might see something wild from him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, maybe he looks like Jamison Crowder in Washington.
I mean, DJ Chark is only one receiver. You know what I'm saying?
It is Jay Gruden. You know, he made Crowder a thing and that's Westbrook's role. You know what I mean?
Nah, D.D. Westbrook, your time has passed.
I don't like it either. I just wanted to egg you on and see what you. But my man, the Ginsu, fire him up.
The list would be the newly minted Las Vegas Raiders playing the Panthers, and your boy Ja Rule's debut.
I will take the Panthers to cover this. Where is it?
The 9 is Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders are favored by 3.5, and it's in Carolina.
I'm taking Carolina, the home dogs. This will be a put. Actually, I don't want to take them. It could be a put. Actually, no, it would be if they lose by 3. I'm still taking Carolina to cover this.
There you go. Just take that. It's interesting. I kind of thought Carolina might be. I don't know what I never thought Teddy Bridgewater was really that good, and there was a lot more. It seemed like a lot more hype on him.
5 games.
I know. Even when he was in Minnesota, he was cool, but
he got them to the playoffs. But it was like
Teddy
Adrian Peterson in the defense.
Take a step though. Teddy Bridgewater has to take a step and really be consistently do what he did. And that was I credited more to Sean Payton and the talent around him. I'm interested to see if Teddy Bridgewater takes that step. Carolina's going to be a better team than that, but I'm not. I mean, shit. I'm going to take the Raiders, bro. I don't know. I think they're going to be kind of sneaky, pesky, and just try to steal games.
I'm taking them to win by 3. I'm going to go with I'm going with the side of it's not going to look good week 1. Maybe what you're saying, I don't disagree with after the next couple weeks. I think the unknown of this completely new Carolina team with this new coaching regime, I think they will be more sneaky in this game than the Raiders, doing.
Love the over of 47.5 though. Love that.
Yeah, the defenses are both trash, so yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I think that's a pretty fun one. I might be having that one.
I think though, I think Josh Jacobs will have a hell of a game, and so will CMC.
Carolina money line would be a really fun bet.
Both of them on the ground, CMC and Jacobs. I think they'll eat up most of the time that we won't get your over.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For fantasy, you're firing up Jacobs, obviously.
Yeah.
Probably firing up the big baller.
Yep.
I don't know about anybody else really on there other than CMC,
DJ
Moore. That's about it.
I'd say everybody else they're not even flex plays. They're all daily fantasy plays or best ball plays. And both quarterbacks in this game, those guys are super flex plays.
For sure. You probably drafted him as your third, maybe your second if you know what I mean, didn't prioritize it. But Derek Carr, we'll see what he's going to do. They put Mariota on the IR today, so he ain't got to worry about him for a while.
Mariota, for real?
Yeah, that happened.
Wow.
That happened. So, yeah, I'll take the Raiders. You'll take the Panthers. I love the over. We move to New England, where the Miami Dolphins are 6.5-point dogs, and that number is 43, where the new Cam Newton comes out with the new squad. You're all in on Cam, right? On Superman?
I'm not all in on him. I'm just not. I just like the idea of him. You know what I mean? Like, I like the idea. I like the idea of Cam Newton being with Josh McDaniels. You know what I mean? Like, because Josh McDaniels was able to make Tim Tebow a thing. There's still weapons that he lacks, but you know, when have we ever seen Cam Newton loaded with weapons? Never.
Very true. He did have McCaffrey as a rookie. That was about it.
The Dolphins are a sneaky defense this year. So and you couple that with the fact this is real game simulation, it's probably going to look a little slow for Cam Newton. And unfortunately, I have him in a couple super flex leagues. I got to roll this man out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know. Nobody thinks Miami's going to be any good at all, apparently. I feel like they're going to be competitive. I don't know why. I might be the only one I might die on this hill, but I'm going to take Miami to cover the 6.5. I believe in the Magic Man, especially in a week one. They cut Josh Rosen. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
They also were saying Josh Rosen was the backup over Tua, which I thought came out to be a lot of bullshit that they were trying to dress up because they were probably trying to trade him.
Oh, AR man, he went Julio and Chubb.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
okay.
You go.
So go ahead, continue.
But I think the Dolphins are going to come out and play. They might not win this game, but
nice.
I can see a 3 or 4 point loss at worst, and they might even, you know what I mean, if Cam isn't really looking that good, take this game. The Patriots did put Damian Harris on the IR. Did you see that?
Yeah. At least I could put him
now and James White.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I have Sony shares now, like where I do have them.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a good thing. It clears up that situation a whole lot.
Yeah, and then enter my man, Sexy Rexy. You know what I mean? He's the guy no one's looking at, including D coordinators. They're not gaming for him. He might be the guy. Also, could probably just be a situation.
They shouldn't really have to get really game plan for Rick Burkhead.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm talking about like the guy.
You know what I mean?
The guy who might make those. What do the Patriots do? They be in a goal line package and have someone that you're not looking at, and then he scores a touchdown, and that's usually a Rex Burkhead. But
for sure.
Let's just say this: we shouldn't expect too many rushing touchdowns out of that backfield anyway, because Cam Newton's there. And
He'll steal some.
I'm just gonna believe in that. I'm gonna believe that New England doesn't have corals to run him into the fucking dirt. And
So you're taking New England to cover the 6.5.
Is it the Magic Man?
It is, absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
They can win by a touchdown. I'm giving it to New England.
There we go.
In Miami, right?
In New England.
Even better.
Fantasy wise, who are you rolling out?
I'll take a shot on N'Keal Harry It's, you know what I mean, because he does have like physicality advantage over their best corner, which would be Xavier Howard, because Xavier Howard isn't like he's not like one of those, you know, smothering type of corners. He's someone that you could put on an island, but, you know, he plays a lot of zone, off coverage, that type of shit. But that is a smart coordinator or a smart head coach with Brian Flores to be like, fuck it, put on Byron Jones on him. You know what I mean? Either way, how about this? I don't feel comfortable with anybody at all out of New England except for James White right now and maybe Cam Newton and Julian Edelman. I'm just gonna go with the guys who are mainstays in Edelman and White.
Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable with any Patriots. Edelman is a guy I'm kind of.
I'm just
gonna
saying.
keep my eye on. I don't know what he's going to be.
Just because they know the system, that's it. You know what I mean?
They know the system, but I mean, it's a brand new quarterback. Might be a brand new system. Edelman relied heavily on his connection with Tom Brady and that system, and just being in sync with him. That, you know, there was extra receptions to be had for just that whole connection, but that's not going to be the case with Cam. He's not going to be a 10+ reception kind of guy. I don't know what kind of connection they have. I'm interested to see. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think Julian Edelman's due for regression from his days with Tom, for sure.
I don't disagree.
Cam might lock in on Harry a little bit more in key situations.
I just worry about the coverage that he's going to see. That's the one thing.
Well, it probably would be the same coverage as years past, right?
Yeah, no, but
he's the guy you got to really just focus on.
Well, here, this is what I'm saying, though. The coverage that I'm talking about is Byron Jones or Xavier Howard. They're going to, both of them, I'm not comfortable starting to kill Harry yet, but let's be honest, all these guys, even all the way down to James White, Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, they're all guys that you don't probably necessarily have to start. And at most, they're a flex.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you got better options, though, I would be down for you to fade them on the first week just to see it. But, I mean, theoretically, Miami's supposed to be a dream matchup for
any team,
for them.
Yeah.
But
fire them up, fuck it.
All right, we're going to move on. Jets and Bills. The Bills are 6.5-point favorites, and it's in Buffalo. Give me the Bills. I'll just say it quickly. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, me too. And then fantasy, yeah, you drafted Bell. He's going to be a volume guy. Throw him out there. Not fucking with any of the receivers. Chris Herndon, he was really late, so you might not necessarily have to start him. I would wait anyway. Josh Allen, Diggs, John Brown, I'm firing those three up. Also, I'm not firing. I mean, if you drafted Singletary, give your head a shake, but go ahead and start him. I think Singletary, because they're a tough matchup up the middle, the Jets, to be honest. So any pass catching from the running back that goes out to the outside, that's going to benefit. And that's, you know, that I guess you could say that is Singletary's game.
Right.
Either way, and going back to the other side, Sam Darnold, yeah, super flex, I guess. 2 quarterback league. Other than that, I think that's all we got to say about that game.
Yeah, no, the Jets, I don't love anybody. I wouldn't. I mean, if you drafted Le'Veon, you probably have to start him.
That's what I'm saying.
Herndon, I'm not mad at Herndon if you punch a tight end.
Still a bad matchup.
He might get a lot of volume, but he might be him, or like Crowder might get a lot of catches. Somebody's gonna get cheap volume over there for the Jets, but I don't think. Other than that, I don't think Darnold's a good play. I wouldn't play Darnold. The Bills, yeah. I mean, Josh Allen for sure.
Other than super flex, though, that's what I'm saying about Darnold. If not, don't play that man.
Even in a super flex, I wouldn't start him.
I'm saying if
unless you don't have another option.
Yeah,
that's not it. Buffalo is a good. I'll say they're a great defense.
They're a top 3, bro.
They're a tough one. So they're
elite.
Up there. So
elite.
This game's gonna be ugly. The line is 39.5. Vegas tells you it's gonna be ugly too.
Say I take it under.
I'll take Buffalo, but I wouldn't feel comfortable playing
I'll
anybody.
Take Buffalo to cover, and I'll take the under and parlay that thing.
I feel like this could be like some stupid Jamison Crowder 10 catch game.
Yeah, but
because they don't have anybody healthy.
But you know,
Ever Herndon. If Herndon's healthy, that's why I said that. But.
shout out to Pat Mayo. I think I might have got this one from him. He calls him Safe Space Sam. So he might.
It's gonna be dump offs. Those are the two dump off guys.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and the outside of that, we don't know what their receivers are even going to play. So, it might be cheap production if you got the balls to do it. I mean, more power to you. Might pay off, but risky.
Yeah. Hit me with the next game, Goo.
Philadelphia goes to Washington to play the football team, and they are 6.5 point favorites.
The football team.
The football team from Washington. Yes, Eagles favored by 6.5. I'm gonna go. I'll take the Eagles right off the bat. Washington might be playing them a little tough.
Hey, that front might be a little. That front seven though from Washington, they might be like sneaky annoying all year, man. But
I'm gonna guarantee one thing happens in this game, and that is a Deshaun Jackson 40-yard touchdown against his own team.
I'm starting him. I have him in one league.
He did it last year, week 1. I'm gonna gamble on him.
He did it 2 years ago
against his old teams.
Week 1, he always balls, bro.
Yeah, and he's petty like that. Washington probably had a bad memory of his time there. We'll stick it to him. Carson Wentz seems to get it to him when he's in there and he's healthy. So I'll guarantee that Deshaun Jackson 40-yard touchdown.
Hey, what's our news? What's our early news right now on Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders? Having no Miles Sanders.
No, are they giving any information on his injury?
I have to Google Miles Sanders because I don't own him.
Yeah, and Playmakers, our normal first episode of the week, we will be covering injuries. Off the top of my head, I'm bringing up some of them, but I haven't.
Nothing new on Sanders.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of treating it like hockey, where hockey can just be like lower extremity injury, upper body. You know what I mean? Like they're not being specific because they don't have to be, because there is no preseason. When there's actual games, even preseason games count as actual games where they simulate what they're doing in the actual games. It's mandated for them to give specific injury reports. You know what I mean?
Right. So Sanders looks like he's going to play. But he'll probably be a little banged up. You might see some more Boston Scott in this one, especially against a trash team. You don't want to get him killed out there. So
yeah.
If it's just on a hunch. It's a bad team. The game script might favor it for that, but
yeah.
I'm taking
firing up Zach Ertz. My man starts with a Z, ends
absolutely.
with a Z.
Jalen Reagor out. We don't know. Deshaun Jackson we think will be in play here, but Zach Ertz he's gonna soak up some heavy targets for sure.
And my man, the Scottish lad. Oh, we don't have any bagpipe shit though, or Jamaicans, but we're gonna get them back. We're just we're off. I should have thought of that. I forgot about those two things I needed to cover. But we will fire up the bagpipes for my man Terry McLaurin, the Scottish lad.
What him and Haskins look like in some arcade mode leagues. I mean, I have in 3 quarterback leagues. I have some Haskins McLaurin stacks. So
okay, how's about Antonio Gibson?
I mean, sure. If he's getting the dump offs and the game scripture, he's just in there on pass plays. But I'm not a big fan of anybody on running back on Washington. Bryce Love maybe has some upside if he's getting touches and he's healthy. But other than that, Gibson. I'm not a big Gibson guy. A lot of people are, but I don't know. I just don't think the Washington running game is not going to be it this year.
Yeah.
AP was their best running back.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? I'm just on Terry McLaurin right now. I gotta see more. Shout out to the goo when it comes to those running backs. Let's go to the next game. There's really nothing there.
Did you take Philly? Who did you take to cover? Philly or did you take
Philly? I'll take Philly.
Okay.
They're on the road though, right? These Eagles.
It's in Washington.
Yeah. Damn.
The next game on the docket Sunday will be the Seattle Seahawks going on to Atlanta to play the Birds. Bird on bird crime going down in A-Town. Seattle is favored by 2.
Yeah. Okay. So This one's really fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, the number's 49, so should be some points scored.
Without an audience, I think Atlanta having a full off season to plan for this one game, also being Dan Quinn, who spent time with Russell Wilson, knowing his game. He actually knocked Wilson out of the playoffs a couple years ago. Granted, it was Shanahan, as the Falcons' offensive coordinator. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna play it safe and take the Seahawks here. But whatever the fucking, and I'll take them to cover. But I will. I just want to pound the over on this game.
Yeah, 49. It could easily go over for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Atlanta +2. Shit.
They could win.
I love Atlanta this year. According to the Vegas odds makers,
they'll lose 8 games.
They're not going to be very good, but I love them. The offense.
Yeah, we love them in fantasy,
which is blinding me. So I'm going to take Seattle -2.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have a lot of pieces me and you to get combined. We have a lot of pieces from the Dirty Birds, but we have them for right reason. I have
everybody.
We have them for right reason because they should be playing from behind in a lot of these games. Yeah, and then Todd Gurley, everyone, you're firing them all up. Hold on, matter of fact, our man just texted us. We're gonna tell him to grab Chris Carson too. Grab Chris Carson
on the swing around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're firing up Chris Carson. You're firing up Russ. I mean, you're invested in everybody in this matchup. They're pretty high draft capital, so you're going to fire most of them up.
Look at Jonathan Taylor also if you're going running back. I would pass on Todd Gurley there unless Jonathan Taylor's gone. Also, Radio Raheem, he should go later.
Taylor over Gurley, huh? That's how you feel?
I said if Gurley's gone, because he wants to go running back.
That's not crazy in that spot. In one quarterback, 2 running back, 1 flex leagues. I kind of was grabbing 4 running backs in the first 6 rounds. Felt good.
I'm not mad at it.
Because there's the last by that 6th round is the absolute cutoff.
The absolute Drinnop.
Effective cutting running backs.
Yeah,
so.
And he's going into the 3-4 right now.
And especially if you start 2 receivers, you already had Julio in there. You got to find 1 receiver somewhere the rest of the way. You're going to draft 3-4 guys.
And this makes me very angry, Playmakers. I just want to share something. He also texts me that half the people, it's not a savvy league. You know what I mean? It's a home league. He's been playing with these guys for a minute. Literally half of them are auto-drafting. So it's really like, and they're using Yahoo. And I'm like, listen, I can tell you whatever I want to tell you. I don't know how it's going to simulate because of all these fucking auto-drafters. You know what I mean? ADPs is different. Yeah, and they're just casual guys. They're just going to grab names. Like, I don't think Todd Gurley even comes back to him right there.
If he can't, then he can't. Yeah, no, I thought you were telling him to take Taylor over Gurley. So
no, I said I'd rather, but grab Todd Gurley if he's there to match with Chris Carson. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. All right, so you picked Seattle to cover that game? Is that who you picked?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, then we're going to move on to the number 1 picks. Debut in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow plays the Chargers. He's a 3-point dog. Shit. I'm going to go ahead and and the over-under is 43.
So those guys were all gone. So he went DJ Moore and David Johnson. Not mad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong there. Like DJ, safe.
Can't go wrong.
For RB2. I don't know that's kind of a weird. This is a weird game here, though. I don't know what the Chargers are going to look like with T-Mobile. I mean, service might be a little bit choppy. So, the over-under being 43, I love the over there. I mean, I think the Rook might come out and throw it around a little bit.
I don't know, man. That's second. We're talking about Chris Harris, Jr. Opposite of KC Haywood. You know what I mean? Like, then you have Bosa, Ingram, and company. And then with Murray, their new fucking linebacker where they could stop the run, it's going to make my man Joe Mixon have a long day. But they don't have Derwin James anymore. And he kind of fixes everybody's mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's out for the year. He's definitely gone.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the Chargers
No,
are.
so
though.
I actually tend to agree with you about Joe Burrow throwing all over the place. Still, that that Bengals secondary and just their defense in its entirety, it's Jaguars level, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not a big fan of these Chargers, though. I don't know. I'm actually going to take the Bengals
To cover?
in this game. To cover an outright win.
Wow, I like that. On the road.
Let me be bold. No, at home.
Oh, yeah, okay,
At
I
home.
like it.
So I'm going to go with it. A little bit of a bold call. I'm
You know
not
what?
really a believer
I'm going with you.
of San Diego.
I'm going
They're
with
still
you.
San Diego to me. Even though I know they play in LA, they'll always be San Diego in my heart.
And listen, man, I love, like, Tyrod Taylor, side note, he was the backup. He won a Super Bowl ring being a backup for Joe Flacco. And in that Super Bowl, he simulated being Colin Kaepernick, right? So they could be prepared for that type of quarterback. Here's the thing. Anytime you have a rookie QB on a team, circa Baker Mayfield, in this case, Justin Herbert the pervert, this motherfucker Tyrod Taylor will outshine them and show them up and do everything correctly in practice. You get him in the game, real game scenarios, real field action. He just doesn't do it for me no more.
Oh, no, absolutely not. But they are in love with him over there.
Yep,
And,
exactly.
I mean, I don't know what that offense
he
is gonna
shows
look
out
like
in
with him.
camp, shows out in practice, all that shit.
I don't believe it. I think it's a lot more.
I'm going with you. Let's give me Cincy. Give me the Bungles.
There we go. There we go. Then let's move on. Oh, fantasy-wise, anybody in that game?
Tyler Boyd, Sir Joe Mix-a-Lot, a.k.a. Joe Mixon. He likes touchdowns and he cannot lie. Super flex, fuck it, let's have fun against a bad matchup on paper. Go ahead and fucking take a gamble on a Joe Burrow. I'd rather play him over a Sam Darnold, I'll tell you that much, in super flex. Also, on the other side of the ball, Keenan Allen, fuck yeah. Austin Powers Eckler, fuck yeah. Hunter Henry, hell yeah. That's it.
Is Mike Williams hurt?
Yep.
Is he healthy? He's hurt, right?
Yeah, he's hurt. Even if he does play, fuck him.
Okay, I'm with that.
AJ Green.
I don't really like.
Not playing AJ Green against that coverage.
He's a full go. So
Not
I mean, if
playing
they're
him though.
throwing
I'll
it-
be wrong.
I
you
mean,
starting him? You got him a couple spots.
I have him in one league.
Yeah, in the keeper.
And in that league, he will not be started.
You got him in the keeper, man. Son of a motherfucker. I was mad
He will
about
not.
that.
He will not be started. But I mean, if he's healthy and he's out there, that upside is big. And
Yeah.
him and Boyd are gonna be heavily targeted for sure. Joe Mixon, I think, might have a nice game. He just got paid. He's got a lot to be happy for. So we'll see. They might come out with some juice. They got some new life. You know what I mean? New quarterback, new team. You know what I mean? AJ's back, so we'll see. I'm riding with them. AJ, you can play him if you need to. If he's a full go and he's healthy, if you need to play him, I'm with that. Tyler Boyd, I'm with you. Eckler, yeah. Keenan Allen, sure, but I just don't know what the volume's going to look like from Tyrod, so I'm a little worried about Keenan Allen this year. Don't have any shares. Don't feel great about him, but Keenan Allen is amazing.
Are you watching Hard Knocks?
I am not.
Me neither. I never watched that shit.
I would love to watch Hard Knocks, but
Keenan
I don't
Allen
have HBO.
is the shiner in Hard Knocks.
He's the shiner?
Yeah, he's the guy. Like oh my god, he looks so good, and then they paid him.
Yeah, no, Keenan Allen's the guy.
Yeah,
I was watching. I was telling you about the top 100. I was watching. Just had it on randomly, and he's up pretty high.
yeah.
I didn't realize that list was just players voted on only, but Yeah, no, they're
Bro,
on his jock. They're on his jock.
Ever since he came off his last major injury, we're talking about teetering around 100 receptions and or better.
And he's been a man of health the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed any games. So
And he's been that guy.
he's the guy. I don't know. Maybe I should watch because then I can see what Tyrod looks like. So I probably sound ignorant because I don't know anything.
How funny is it that Tyrod
But they made
just...
the Raiders look like they were going to be hella good last year too. So
Yeah,
they made
but
the
see,
Browns
that's
look like
why I
that
don't
the
buy.
year
That's
before.
why I don't fuck with that show. And
It's
guess
actually good.
who was there? Who was there that year with the Browns? Tyrod Taylor.
Yep. And Jameis Winston the year before, I was like, Jameis Winston's going to be the greatest player in this league ever. After watching Hard Knocks, but I was
This is
just
why
like,
I don't fuck with it.
Exactly. It's true. You just drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on. Our Niners are playing your Cardinals.
What?
7 point. Yeah, your Cardinals this year.
Oh yeah, I fuck with them.
Yeah. No, not, you're a Niner fan, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah, man. I just didn't get it.
The Niners 7-point favorites against those Cardinals. Where you at with that? What are we looking like?
I'll take the Cardinals to cover that 7. Maybe because if we beat them by 7, this is gonna be a tough game, dog. We're so fucking wounded right now.
Well, Kittle's back. He's back in practice.
He's been back in
playing.
practice. Yeah.
So, but outside of that, we're pretty. They're outside of the receivers.
Kendrick Lamar born. Yeah, Debo's gonna play.
He's gonna play. I'm gonna look that one up.
He's gonna play.
But we are beat up at receiver for sure.
Yeah.
Ayuk and Debo. I don't know what they're.
I don't know why we
still
don't.
has a shot to play. Not confirmed.
I don't know why we haven't picked up Mohamed Sanu yet.
Because they're too in love with Kendrick Bourne and Trent Taylor and Kevin White probably.
Kevin White, I think, is already put on the IR, isn't he?
Did they put him on IR?
I've not read or anything. I'm just safely assuming this.
That's hella funny. Oh, he put him on the practice squad. Okay, so now he's on the practice squad. But
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get Sneer. Otherwise, they would have did it fast. But as for the spread, though, you taking them? God, I'm gonna take Arizona. I'm kind of with you. I want to take the Niners, but
I still think we win this game.
they can win the game. But I think it's gonna be tougher than that. That's kind of a big
Yeah,
number to
bro.
me. I
Like
felt it should have been
we
like
had trouble with them
3.5
twice
or
last
4.
year, bro. We had trouble with them both times. And
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, if any playmakers, those of y'all that have stuck with us from the jump last year when we started this thing, we were always tempering our expectations on our Niners because we're just actual real Niner fans.
Yeah, try not to be homers. Try not to be unreal. That's always my take on that. They got the rookie, the number 3 pick, I believe, or not the 3 pick.
Isaiah.
Simmons. They're gonna stick him on Kittle, right? He's gonna follow Kittle.
Yeah.
And Buda Baker, you know what I mean? So they're gonna that's the Niners' number 1. You gotta stop that and then stop the run. So I think they'll keep it close to cover that 7, but Niners,
Kyle Juszczyk. He's the X Factor. Let's go.
Jordan Reed, in a crazy desperation, maybe DFS.
I was gonna say DFS. Yeah,
might get some nice numbers, but outside of that, and you're firing up all your Cardinals. Obviously, they were highly drafted. Christian Kirk, maybe you don't need to play him, but outside of that, everyone else.
I'm not mad at firing up some Christian Kirk though. But I hear you. Okay, so
go ahead.
Kyler Murray, firing him up. Kenyon Drake, firing him up. Nuke Skywalker, fire him up. Next game. Mostert, oh yeah, I forgot I didn't say
right?
him. Yeah, fire him up. Hey,
Jimmy
daily
G in a
fan.
super flex. You like this matchup?
Yeah, I have to do that in one of my joints. And let's
Jimmy G or Joe Burrow?
Damn, I'd probably go Jimmy G. Yeah, Joe Burrow has more weapons, and this is a good question actually. I'd probably go Joe Burrow because they do throw to Mixon. I mean, they do throw to a running back. I mean, bro, we're gonna need help. I'm full Niner fan right now, bro. Real Niner fan.
I think they're just gonna run, like I told you before. I think a heavy run script. Try to lean on that again this year. Double down on it. Give Mostert a little bit more work. He showed he was that good. You're gonna pass in situations and scheme it open, so it's not gonna be heavy volume. So for that reason, I would go Joe Burrow as well. But I do love Jimmy G. You know that. Other than that, we're going to move to maybe the most fun game of the day, and that'll be Tampa Tom's debut in Nolans against Drew Brees. You're going to get that twice this year. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. The number is, what is it? I lost track here. The Saints are 3.5-point favorites.
Okay. Damn. I just want to take the Saints here. At home. Take the Saints. They have a great run defense too. Both teams. But I'm just saying, with their newfound run game, Tampa Bay. And then, like, they're going to just have to try to go away from Marshawn Lattimore as much as possible. So it's probably going to be the target will be whoever is not on Marshawn Lattimore. I think Drew Brees is going to have his way with that secondary. I'm just going to go with the Saints.
Yeah, no, Tampa is a fun pick, and I'm interested to watch them this year, but I'm going to roll with the Saints. Just seems like safer money. 3.5 can easily be covered. Tampa might struggle a little bit week one. This is that continuity thing. Tom is motivated, but it might look a little sketch week one. Saints have been doing it for far too long, so I think that's safe. As for the fantasy players, I mean, you're firing up everybody. You're invested in them. Leonard Fournette and Rojo. I'm staying away from that, but I'm really keeping an eye on Fournette to see, because I think he will prevail in the long run. It's just a better back.
As long as he doesn't get hurt, bro, he's all right.
Right.
Because
he will probably
everybody remember, we've only seen 1 year he didn't get hurt, and that was last year. You know what I mean? Before that, this is Fournette's bag. He gets hurt. He's gonna have a lot more open running lanes, less stacked boxes, or even if not, no stacked boxes. Like, we're talking like 6-man fronts. So he is interesting. I think he'll be limited in his role this week, and it's a bad matchup. You know what I mean? They're gonna drop everyone. They're gonna be able to withhold that rush attack with 6 people. 6 men in the box. They'll be all right stopping that rush attack. They're gonna be able to drop. Because they're gonna need to drop everyone in coverage against all those weapons out there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm staying away from Fournette and Rojo, both of them this week if you can. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
It's risky, but
obviously
I'm with you too.
Firing up Tom Brady, everyone, but like the backfield in Tampa Bay, and maybe not Latavius Murray. Like, I probably won't do that just yet.
Yeah, no, these are pretty straightforward plays here.
Yeah.
So nothing too much.
And yeah, I guess Jared Cook. You know what I mean? But because Michael Thomas is self-explanatory. Manny Sanders,
Yeah, I'm interested to
Daily
see what kind of
fantasy?
he looks like too. They've kind of been always their weak spot was always after Thomas, and then Jerry Cook. They didn't have anybody. Traquan just never seemed to like he filled that role. Ted Ginn's not that good. Manny Sanders is the best guy they've had in a while to fit in that spot.
But he's like the one thing is he's not their traditional secondary option. All those guys you just named, Traquan Smith, Teddy Ginn. Those guys are the field stretchers. They're the boomer bust guys. So this guy, Manny Sanders, he might he might be a little sneaky. Like, they always have Thomas in the slot a lot. Now, if he's not, it'll probably be Sanders.
Be in there a little bit more. Because that's kind of like he kind of plays similar to Thomas, where he's more of a slot guy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the times
he might eat into Thomas's total catches a little bit if he's that good and he fits good, but. I don't know.
I think he's just a reality guy. I don't really fuck with him in fantasy. I'm prepared to be wrong about him.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, in that system, he could have a couple blow-up games for sure.
Yeah, it's true. DFS, let's go.
Let's see it. Interested on Manny Sanders. All right, we're moving on. We both picked the Saints. We're moving to, I think this is Sunday night, the Rams and Cowboys. Cowboys are 3-point favorites in L.A.
Damn it. Give me the Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys for sure.
Me too.
And I definitely like that over, which of 52 as well. It's gonna be a shootout.
I don't like both these defenses are not good to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Dallas sometimes they play some decent defense, but
How about this?
I like
Dallas
their
is
front seven.
Dallas
for sure.
has better upside of as far as like being a defense that you got to be wary of. You know why too? Because this offense with all these weapons, they might be able to play with leads more often than not. People, they remember last year Dallas being the number one offense in I think yards and scoring. I forget which category. They were one of the number one offenses. Here's why though. Playing from behind a lot. If they could play with leads, then that defense is going to be scary. But at home, new stadium. I mean, maybe they come out more 12 personnel again, like how last time we seen the Rams. I don't know. I'm gonna just choose someone like Dak over Jared Goff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Dallas, I kind of like the players they have on their defense. Their secondary is kind of like what always is their issue, but with Lawrence, and they went and got Griffin from Minnesota.
Yep.
I like their linebackers with Smith and Van Der Esch. You know what I'm saying?
Love Smith and Van Der Esch.
If Sean Lee stays healthy, he's nice.
Yep. Got weed smoking wannabe terrorist airport bomber Alden Smith over there now too.
And pass rushers are coveted in this league for sure. So if he can manufacture some pressure, he could be effective. If he can
not act like he has a bomb in his bag at an airport, he might be okay.
So I'm a roll Dallas, but the Rams, I'm kind of interested. They might be just throwing it a lot. I'm not sure about that run game. I don't believe in Malcolm Brown. I don't believe in Darrell Henderson.
You know
Cam
me, bro.
Akers, we'll see. You are a rookie. Not all rookies pan out. Darrell Henderson had a lot of hype last year.
I write narratives, bro.
Huh?
I write narratives, and in this case, I wrote the narrative a long time ago that the Rams defense is going to be really bad. You have two strong points to me, and I don't give a fuck about nobody else. And that's just Jalen Ramsey on one side, and then Aaron Donald up front. Other than that, they can all go fuck themselves because Wade Phillips is gone. And Wade Phillips was like the one guy who could be like, all right, this is what we're going to do here. You know what I mean? So I love all those pieces for fantasy. You know, even Jared from Subway came out and said he wants to have 3,000-yard receivers. So that would be obviously 2 girls, 1 cup, Bobby Woods, and then maybe Higbee. Or, maybe Van Jefferson, who's getting a lot of hype. But I don't know. I'm just saying, I like those 3 guys I just named. Higbee, Woods, Cup. I'm really scared to throw out Cam Akers there on a week 1.
I mean, probably in most spots you drafted him to be your flex, or maybe your RB2 if you
or 3.
Ways.
Yeah.
Which is So I mean, if you got him, you're gonna play everybody you own in this matchup. You're playing Dak, Z, Gallup, Coop.
Yeah.
CD maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Fuck it, do it. Fuck it.
Might be fun to play.
But he might only get 20% of the snap count. You know what I mean?
Right. But five targets, he can make something happen. 6 targets, make 4 catches.
Yeah.
So don't expect heavy volume, but he can make a play. We'll see. And then I'll be fucking pissed off watching him play his career in Dallas when.
Well, they get to debut in primetime.
But Javon Kinlaw's hella big though. He's hella big though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we don't need CD. I'm not big.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
CD.
Final game of the night. We go to Monday night.
Oh, we had 2 games. Hey, while you rep this game, go ahead and start off with the Giants Steelers. I'll be right back.
Well, there's 2 games. Oh shit, that's right. The Titans and Broncos and Giants and Steelers. This game is in New York. Steelers are 6-point favorites. Big Ben is back. Is Pittsburgh back? I'm willing to believe they are. I think they come out and they steamroll these Giants. Danny Dimes, he's got some serious upside this year, but it ain't gonna happen week 1. This Pittsburgh defense is serious. I'm not playing with them. They're motivated. They got their quarterback back, like I said. So I'll take Pittsburgh minus the 6. Interested to see what happens though. What New York looks like. They are a wild card to me. They could. I think Daniel Jones, like I said, in other locations before, does take a step, does improve on that rookie season where he turned it over a lot. And he does have weapons around him. Saquon, Sterling Shepard's turning heads in camp, apparently. Don't know really about that, but those receivers are decent, serviceable, solid receivers for sure. Evan Ingram's basically a receiver. So, there's talent there, but it doesn't happen this week in Pittsburgh. Juju, is he back to being that guy he was in 2018? Kind of feel like he is. Deontay Johnson's a little bit banged up at the moment. So you can count on Juju being peppered at short-range passes with Big Ben's arm being still, in recovery. Heavy James Conner. What is New York Giants D? I don't think it's much. So I think Pittsburgh should be able to have their way. The other game of the night would be Tennessee going to Denver, which I don't have a line on it, which is interesting. Which I don't know why there's no line. Is it a pick 'em? If it is, then I'm picking Tennessee. It's easy. Playoff team. Tannehill, Henry. Denver's got some upgrades in the offseason. They went and got Jerry Jeudy. They went and got Melvin Gordon. Noah Fant's in his second year now. So, is Drew Lock that guy? I'm not really thinking he is. There's a lot of hype on Drew Lock. He is no lock to me to be that, QB2 that everyone is hoping he is. Tennessee went and signed Jadeveon Clowney. I saw you went and jumped on that in that IDP league.
I immediately did that because I needed to pick up a piece and
which is wise in that league.
Yeah,
it's a sharp pickup. So I blew through Pittsburgh in New York. I'm on Tennessee, Denver now. Any thoughts on that? I think Tennessee wins. It looks like the numbers will pick them. I don't know. I'm going to believe Tennessee is actually as good as they were last year. Maybe not as great as they were, but I think Tennessee is bona fide now. We know what they are. You're going to see them come out and try to get back there again this year.
Yeah, and then, you know what? A.J. Brown, Jonnu Smith, fire them up. Obviously, Derrick Henry. I'd be weary on starting a Tannehill unless I'm in a super flex. Same thing with a Drew Lock. And I actually have to do that in one of my joints because I'm in this fucking annoying-ass 2-quarterback league, but you can only hold 2 at a time. And I say annoying because it's like I got stuck with those 2. And I could probably take a chance on a Haskins or a Darnold, but then I'd have to drop one of, Cam Newton or Drew Lock. So, yeah, that is annoying. Anyways, on that side of the Broncos side, this is more interesting. Obviously, people are going to fire up Cortland Sutton. I don't have any Cortland Sutton, never intended on it. Don't have him, don't care.
Nope. He's not GMM stamped.
No, but any of those other guys, man, it's all a real DFS looking play.
For sure.
Melvin Gordon?
If you drafted him, mostly he's in there, unless you're in some weird format where
probably
he's in there, he's going to play. It's pretty straightforward there. I'm not really thrilled on anybody on Denver. I do like Jerry Jeudy. I think he'll be I don't know if he'll be better than Cortland Sutton this year, only because the rookie curve is real, but I think long-term Jerry Jeudy's going to be a way better receiver than Cortland Sutton. So he'll flash this year. He'll have those moments, but it'll be a little inconsistent as most rookies tend to do. That's it, man. Like I said, I blew through New York and Pittsburgh. Do you want to throw anything in there before we get out of here?
I'd say Deontay Johnson and Juju more than ever this first week. You start them. Against that matchup, and obviously fire up your Ben Roethlisberger and your James Conner. I think
Deontay Johnson's in the injury report. I haven't looked lately, but
oh shit. Wrong. Okay, well, fire up Juju. Here's the thing, bro. I think it's not gonna last too long for that offense. Get them while they're as healthy as possible right now, before that quarterback goes down. You never know, man. Maybe Roethlisberger is white. They tend to favor the white guys. The higher ups. They're like, oh yeah, he's juicing. That's all right. It's good. It's Pittsburgh. It's good for the league. You know what I mean? Because I really feel like, how the fuck is he coming back off of Tommy John? Yeah, it's a calendar. They say it takes a calendar year.
Right.
And he's older. That's the one thing. So I think
baseball players, it takes a full calendar year, and they're not very effective when they come back.
Thank you.
But when they do finally get full strength, they're fine. They're better than ever, actually.
Okay, yeah, I've heard this before, so yes.
So his,
but my version's better.
Yeah, he was had a lot of pain. He said for like 4 years or something in his elbow. So he's playing pain free now in his elbow.
Because he's on the juice.
Juice him up. Juice him up.
Yeah.
But that wraps it up for week 1, man. That's it.
Yeah.
This is we went through it. You know what I mean?
Playmakers.
Take what you can, chew on it, spit it out, and you know what I mean. Swallow what's good.
And Playmakers, just you know what I'm saying, be on the lookout for. We're gonna have plenty of content. Multiple episodes a week. We're talking about at least 3 from our channel. We're also gonna be going live a lot on our Instagram, Playmakers. So look out for that. We're gonna be we intend on doing Sunday morning start sits. You know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to assist y'all as much as possible. Also, be sure to share this joint. I know in fantasy you guys don't want to give people good advice like recommendations, but hey man, say you listen to us because you don't agree with us and you do the opposite of us. Go ahead and share that with everyone. If you think we're wrong all the time, share this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And sell us high. Like, yeah, these guys know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Because most of y'all motherfuckers that do that anyway, y'all the motherfuckers that listen to us and won't subscribe anyway. Because we get a lot of listeners who listen and don't subscribe. So, shout out to y'all too. Shout out to all y'all Playmakers. And for the Goo and myself, this has been episode 103, Blighty. Hey.
Hi.
Week 1, we are here. Let's go.
It's time.
Go ahead, Steamboat. You got 30 seconds. Shit on everyone you need to shit on this week.
15 leagues.
I'm
We're
playing
looking at
you
just
too.
going about 10-5. I'm playing you in the GKL, Bogie. I wish you luck, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the.
Well, you already wished me luck, so that's a sign
I'm
of
gonna
a
put the
weakness.
voodoo on you this week.
No.
I'll let you know. You go ahead and take this win on opening day. You take down the 2-time defending champ. You get off.
He's going with the reverse jinx right out the gate.
You put me behind the 8 ball right after 1 week, and things looking good for you from there. Cut me off.
Well, I will say this. Last week, week 1, I played you, and I last minute took out Mark Andrews, and that cost me a W, and I was on tilt the whole year.
Yeah. So don't mistake. You won't make that mistake this year.
I don't really have too many options. There's just all guys I gotta throw in there, so we're just gonna roll the dice.
Yeah, no, you got this one. So congratulations on taking down the champ.
Listen. The fantasy gods don't like the weak attempts at a reverse jinx.
It's not a reverse
and I
jinx.
will tell you,
team, man.
I will smash your reverse jinx.
This is your league. You know what I mean? You started this league.
Here
you know
we go.
what I mean? You got.
This is the part where I cut you off because I don't want the Playmakers to mimic. I don't want them to mimic or reenact similar pitiful attempts at reverse jinxes.
I'm just a realist. You might be the only one in the league who really has a chance to take me down this league.
Hey, Hinnock, fuck you, Hinnock. All right. I don't know if you made it this far listening to this episode. Friend of the show, Playmaker. Fuck you, Hinnock. You're going down. Fuck you.
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's personal to everybody.
Give me some How'd you like my goddamn sponsor shout outs in the beginning, huh? Hinnock?
Guaranteed he's not here.
Yeah, I know. Love you, Hinnock.
Let's get it.
For sure, brother. You're going down, plug.